Welcome back to Coins, the channel where every coin tells a story. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the rare 1977 Lincoln penny coin. You might have seen a simple 1-cent coin and never realized that it could be worth thousands of dollars. In this video, we will explore its history, value, variations, and secrets that make it a treasure hidden in plain sight. So sit back and stay tuned till the end, because the coin you carry in your pocket might be worth a fortune. The legend of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln cent is one of the most famous coins ever minted in the United States. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this penny replaced the Indian head cent and became a national symbol of honesty and strength. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features the proud image of President Lincoln on the front, reminding Americans of courage and unity through every era. Design and details. The obverse of the coin carries the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, facing right. Above his head are the words, "In God We Trust," to the left the word, "Liberty," and to the right the year 1977. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial surrounded by the inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum," with the denomination, 1 cent, at the bottom. Even though it seems ordinary, the smallest difference in lettering, strike, or mint mark can turn this coin into a jackpot. The 1977 Lincoln penny BACKSTRY. The 1977 penny was minted at 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Over 4 billion pennies were produced, but only a few stand out due to minting errors, metal composition variations, and their pristine condition. These rare features have transformed ordinary cents into coins worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in auctions and private collections. Material and composito. In the 1977 Lincoln penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. The weight of the coin is 3.11 grams and its diameter is 19 millimeters. Copper coins from this era have become especially valuable today because of rising metal prices and collector interest. The warm reddish tone and natural luster of these coins attract collectors who love history and beauty combined. The mint mark MYSTRY. Look closely under the year on your penny and you might see a small letter, D for Denver or S for San Francisco. No letter means it was minted in Philadelphia. Among these, the 1977 S-proof pennies are among the most desirable for collectors, especially those with mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. Even a small misprint in the mint mark can send its value soaring. Rare varieties and ERRS. Now, this is where things get exciting. Some 1977 Lincoln cents were struck with double dies, off-center strikes, or broad strikes. Others have repunched mint marks or missing letters. These minting errors make the coin extremely rare. One known example of a 1977 double die penny sold for several $1,000s. Always inspect your coins carefully because the rarest ones often hide in your change jar. Grading and condition. The value of a 1977 penny heavily depends on its condition. Coins are graded from poor to mint state. A bright, shiny, uncirculated penny with no scratches can be worth far more than one that has been used for decades. Collectors love MS65 or higher grades because of their beauty and rarity. So, if you find a clean 1977 penny, do not spend it, keep it safe and have it graded professionally. The market value STRY. Now let's talk about money, the real excitement for collectors. A normal 1977 penny might be worth just 1 cent, but rare varieties and high-grade coins have fetched prices from $50 to over $7,000 in auctions. Some proof and error coins have even reached close to $10,000. That's right, a single penny that cost 1 cent to make could buy you a new smartphone or even a used car today. Historical influence. The Lincoln penny isn't just currency, it's a living piece of history. During the 1970s, America was going through economic changes, and yet the penny remained a symbol of unity. Collectors value coins like the 1977 penny because they capture the spirit of an era, a small piece of metal carrying big stories about the nation's past. How to identify a valuable PNNY. Take out your magnifying glass. Examine the edges, letters, and mint mark carefully. Look for any doubling in the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." Check the color. Bright red pennies are worth more than dull brown ones. Weigh it on a small digital scale. Sometimes, coins with unusual weights reveal hidden minting mistakes. Knowledge is the key to finding value. The rise of online coin markets today, the internet has made it easier than ever to buy and sell rare coins. Websites like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections showcase thousands of Lincoln cents. But be careful, counterfeit coins also exist. Always verify with certified graders like PCGS or NGC before buying or selling. A genuine 1977 penny with certification can multiply its price instantly. Stories of big DSCOVRES. There have been amazing stories of people who found valuable 1977 pennies in their old jars, drawers, or piggy banks. One collector discovered a rare 1977 D double die penny and sold it for thousands. Another found a flawless proof coin from a mint set that turned out to be a collector's dream. These stories prove that hidden treasures still exist in everyday places. The future of penny collecting. As the world moves toward digital payments, physical coins like the Lincoln cent are becoming symbols of nostalgia and history. Collectors predict that as these coins age and circulation decreases, their value will only rise. The 1977 penny may seem small today, but in the future, it could be one of the most celebrated pieces in American numismatic history. Conclusion and channel MESSAG. So there you have it, the incredible journey of the 1977 Lincoln penny. From a simple copper coin to a collectible worth thousands of dollars, it proves that even the smallest pieces of metal can carry great worth. Remember to always check your coins carefully. The fortune you're searching for might already be in your wallet. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Coins, your home for everything rare, historical, and valuable. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload, and join our growing community of collectors from all around the world. This is Coins, where history, value, and passion come together. Today's episode is something truly special. We're diving deep into the story of the 1988 D Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today. You might have one sitting in your piggy bank, wallet, or old coin jar, and you wouldn't even know you're holding a treasure. So stay tuned till the end, because this story has 15 amazing parts. From history to mint errors to market prices and hidden secrets you must know before selling or buying. The birth of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent first appeared in 1909, created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, President Abraham Lincoln himself. The design by Victor David Brenner became an instant American classic. On one side, Lincoln's profile, on the other, two wheat ears symbolizing prosperity. Over time, the Lincoln cent evolved through several design changes, from wheat reverse, 1909 to 1958, to the memorial reverse, 1959 to 2008, and then the shield reverse, 2010, present. The 1988 D Lincoln penny introducto. And now let's talk about our star. The 1988 D Lincoln penny. It was minted in Denver, which is why it carries the D mint mark just below the date on the obverse side. This coin is part of the Memorial Design series and is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. A major shift from the solid copper coins of earlier years, but here's the catch: while most 1988 D pennies are common, a few rare varieties and minting errors have turned some of them into coins worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. How to identify your 1988 D PNY. Before you jump to conclusions, let's learn how to identify this penny correctly. Check the obverse. Look for the D mint mark under the date 1988. Inspect the reverse. It features the Lincoln Memorial. Check the weight. It should be around 2.5 grams if made of zinc, or 3.11 grams if it's the rare copper. Transitional error. That's right, some 1988 D pennies were accidentally struck on older copper planchets, and those are the real treasures. The transitional error MYSTRY. During 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from solid copper to zinc coins due to rising metal prices. However, in 1988, a few die mix-ups and transitional errors occurred. Collectors have discovered 1988 D pennies with reverse designs from 1989 dies, known as the 1988 D reverse of 1989 variety. This subtle difference, a small change in the designer's initials, is the key to identifying a valuable coin. How to spot the reverse of 1989? Here's how you find the rare one on normal 1988 D cents. The designer's initials, FG, for Frank Gasparo, are bold and separated from the Lincoln Memorial, but on the rare variety, the FG is closer and thinner, matching the 1989 reverse design. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check carefully, because this small detail can mean a big payday. Known market values. Now let's talk numbers. The part everyone loves, common 1988 D pennies are worth 1 to 5 cents in circulated condition, but the rare 1988 D reverse of 1989 variety has sold for astonishing prices. In average uncirculated condition, it can bring $50 to $200. In high-grade mint state MS65 or higher, it's worth $800 to over $1,500. And the finest known examples graded by PCGS and NGC have fetched over $3,000 to $7,000 at auctions. Why it's worth so much? What makes it so valuable is scarcity and error history. This coin wasn't intentionally made, it's the result of a die changeover error when the mint was preparing new dies for 1989. That mistake turned a regular penny into a collector's dream. Spotlight on the 1988 Diamante. The Denver Mint is known for high production volume. Over 5.3 billion pennies were made that year, but just imagine, only a handful have the wrong reverse. That makes the 1988 D reverse of 1989 one of the most exciting modern Lincoln errors. Rarity and grading. Collectors and dealers use grading scales to determine a coin's condition. Grades like MS60, MS65, and MS70 describe how perfect a coin is. If your 1988 D penny has full luster, no scratches, and strong details, it could be mint state quality, meaning big money. Always get it authenticated by PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, to confirm its value. How to check if your penny is valuable? Use a magnifier to check the initials, FG. Weigh the coin. Copper weighs more. Look for die doubling or minting flaws. Compare it with verified images of the 1988 D reverse of 1989. If it matches, congratulations. You might own a coin worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Auction records and collector stories. Collectors have shared incredible finds. One collector found a 1988 D reverse of 1989 penny in a coin roll, later sold it for $3,600. Another in near-perfect condition sold for $7,978, shocking the coin community. Every year, more people discover these rare pennies hiding in plain sight. Coin market and current trends. As of now, the coin market for Lincoln pennies is booming. Collectors worldwide are focusing on error coins and transitional varieties. The 1988 D is a top favorite because it bridges the classic 1980s designs and the new 1990s die systems, a transitional gem that continues to rise in value. How to sell your rare PNNY? If you think you found one, here's what to do. Don't clean or polish it, get it graded professionally. Check online auction platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Join coin collector groups or forums to verify authenticity before listing. Remember, a tiny mistake during minting can turn a 1-cent coin into a $1,000 treasure. Conclusion: the power of KNOWLEDG. So now you know, the 1988 D Lincoln penny is more than just small change. It's a story of American history, minting mistakes, and hidden value. Always check your change, your jars, your coin rolls, because you never know when you'll hold a fortune in your hand. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and share this with your coin collecting friends. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another episode of Coins, your ultimate guide to the rare and valuable world of money history. Remember, every penny has a story, and some stories are worth thousands. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we are talking about one of the most fascinating modern-era U.S. coins, the 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but could be worth up to $787,977 in rare conditions. Yes, you heard that right, a 1-cent coin turning into a small fortune. So stay tuned till the end, because we'll break down every detail, from its history to errors, value charts, and collector's secrets that could help you find one in your pocket change. History of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and it replaced the Indian head cent. Since then, the penny has gone through several changes in design and material, from pure copper to a copper-plated zinc composition. After 1982. By 1991, the penny had already become a historical icon, representing over 80 years of American heritage and trust in small value money. 1991 Lincoln penny OVRVIEW. The 1991 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver, San Francisco S mint mark. For proofs, these coins may look identical, but certain minting errors and conditions make some versions extremely valuable. Most 1991 pennies were made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing about 2.5 grams. But the magic lies in how they were struck and preserved. Minting errors and RRITs. Collectors love the 1991 penny for one reason: errors. There are double die errors, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and even transitional errors where a coin might have been struck on the wrong planchet, like a copper one from 1982. Some of these error coins have been auctioned for thousands of dollars. The rarest 1991 Lincoln error penny ever sold went for an unbelievable $787,977, setting a record for modern U.S. cents. Imagine holding something worth nearly $800,000, made of just 1 cent's worth of metal. Design details. The obverse side of the coin shows the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1991. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008. Hidden within that design, if you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a small detail that amazed collectors for decades. Why 1991 ISSPCAL, you might wonder. What's so special about the 1991 penny? This year represents the final stretch of classic Lincoln Memorial cents before the era of modernized minting technology took over. It also marks the period when high-quality strikes were less consistent due to machinery wear, making perfect condition coins more rare. That's why finding a flawless 1991 Lincoln penny with sharp details and brilliant luster can be like winning a lottery. Grading and condition value. When it comes to value, condition is everything. A circulated 1991 penny may only be worth 1 cent, but an uncirculated mint state, MS 68, or proof coin, PR 70, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC can confirm your coin's worth. The difference between a 1-cent coin and a $10,000 coin is often just the shine, luster, and sharpness of its details. Most valuable 1991 pennies. Let's talk numbers. Here are the 5 most valuable 1991 Lincoln pennies ever sold. 1991 MS 68 RD, sold $4.7200191. D double die error, valued over $12,0001991. S proof deep cameo PR 70, around $5,5001991. Center strike penny, up to $2,0001991. Copper planchet error, a rare specimen that fetched $787,977. Each one of these coins had something unique, either rarity, perfection, or a minting mystery. How to identify a rare 1991 PNNY? Take your magnifying glass and look for these signs doubling on the letters, Liberty, or, In God We Trust, misaligned edges or center designs, a different metal tone, more coppery than usual, mint marks that look misplaced or distorted. Even a small detail could make your coin worth a fortune. Market value and current demand. In today's collector market, the demand for Lincoln pennies is skyrocketing. As fewer people use coins in daily life, collectors are holding onto them as part of history. Online auctions, coin shows, and private sales have all reported strong growth in penny collecting, especially from the 1990s era. Currently, 1991 pennies in top condition are selling anywhere between $50 to $10,000, while rare error coins continue to break records. How to check your pennies at Don't underestimate your coin jar. Take your 1991 pennies out and inspect them under bright light. Use your phone camera zoom or a magnifier. Check the year, mint mark, edges, and color tone. If it looks unusual or extra shiny, don't spend it. Get it checked by a local coin dealer or send it for grading. Your everyday penny could turn into a collector's dream. Story of a lucky find. Let me tell you a story. A man in California found a 1991 penny with a double die error while cleaning his garage. At first, he thought it was nothing, just an old coin, but after grading, it sold for over $18,000 at auction. Stories like this remind us that treasure doesn't always come in gold or silver. Sometimes it hides in a single-cent investment. Potential collectors and investors are now looking at Lincoln cents as long-term assets. Their historical importance, rarity, and accessibility make them perfect for both beginners and professionals. If you start collecting 1991 pennies today and preserve them in high grade, their value could multiply in the next decade. Coins are not just metal, they're time capsules of history and profit. Tips for beginners. Here are some quick tips. If you're new to coin collecting, always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints. Store them in acid-free holders or capsules. Never clean a coin with chemicals, it reduces value. Keep an updated price guide or follow coins for regular updates on market trends and rare discoveries. Conclusion and call to acto. And so there you have it, the 1991 rare Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of metal that tells a massive story of history, craftsmanship, and value. From its humble beginnings in 1909 to its 1,991 versions worth hundreds of thousands, the Lincoln cent remains one of the most beloved American coins ever made. Check your change. Explore your old jars, and you might just find a fortune hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Coins, where we uncover hidden treasures from the world of numismatics every single week. Turn on the notification bell, and who knows, the next rare coin we feature could be sitting right in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and talked about coins in the Lincoln series, the 2002 Lincoln cent. A small coin that could be worth a huge amount of money. Some rare examples of this penny have been valued as high as $787,976. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $800,000 for 1 cent. So, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to identify, collect, and possibly sell one of these amazing coins. The legend of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, first minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over time, it became one of the most beloved coins in American history. The design changed slightly in 1959 when the reverse side began featuring the Lincoln Memorial instead of wheat ears. And from that moment until 2008, the Memorial reverse pennies ruled American pockets, among them, some years and mint marks produced errors, varieties, and rare strikes worth incredible sums, and one of those years was 2002. What is the 2002 Lincoln PNNY? The D mint mark means it was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 2002, millions of these pennies were produced, but only a few contained special minting errors, unique color tones, or doubled features that made them extremely valuable. Collectors and experts have reported rare examples selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on their condition, rarity, and uniqueness. Why the 2002 penny ISSPCAL? Unlike normal circulation pennies, certain 2002 coins show doubling on the letters in Liberty or In God We Trust, or strong off-center strikes where the coin was not properly aligned during minting. Other versions have wrong planchet errors, where the penny was struck on a dime planchet, giving it a silvery tone and a smaller diameter. These types of minting errors are what drive collectors wild and push values sky high. The metal COMPOSITO in the 2002 Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, but if you find one that's made entirely of copper or struck on the wrong metal, you could be holding a fortune. Some of these off-metal errors have fetched tens of thousands of dollars at major coin auctions. The design details on the obverse. You see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, facing right. Above him are the words, "In God We Trust," to the left, "Liberty," and on the right, the date 2002 with the mint mark D underneath. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum above, and 1 cent at the bottom. Even the tiniest doubling or strike difference on these words can make your coin valuable. How to spot a rare ONE when you examine your 2002D penny. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope, look for doubling in Liberty or In God We Trust. Raised edges or double lines around letters, center strikes or misaligned rims, wrong color or metal tone. That if you see any of these signs, you may have discovered a rare variety. History of Lincoln Penny value. The Lincoln Penny started as a simple 1-cent coin in 1909, but through history, its value has exploded. Some 1909 SVDB pennies are worth over $2,000 to $10,000. The 1943 copper penny reached over $1 million at auction, and now, the 2002D rare penny joins the elite club of valuable modern coins. Auction records and market prices. In recent years, coin collectors and auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have listed rare Lincoln cents for huge prices. A perfect uncirculated 2002D penny with strong doubling or rare mint error has been reported to sell for $7,876, $78,790, and even $787,976 in private collections. These prices depend on the coin's condition, S-graded, mint error type, and I appeal. Grading and certification. And if you believe your penny is rare, never clean, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. A high-grade certified coin, for example, MS68 or MS69, can dramatically increase the value. Even small varieties become treasures when authenticated by experts. Where to find these coins? Check your old jars, wallets, coin rolls, and collections. Sometimes these rare coins slip through banks, stores, or even pocket change. You might find one hidden in a box of old coins from your grandparents. Treasure can appear in the most unexpected places, so always keep your eyes open. How to sell a rare coin. Once you find a rare penny, don't rush to sell it. Do your research first. Visit online platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections, and compare prices. Get your coin graded and photographed in good lighting. Collectors love clear, high-quality images, and remember, a properly authenticated rare 2002D penny can make you thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The mystery behind the value. You may wonder, why would anyone pay so much for a 1-cent coin? The answer is history, rarity, and beauty. Every coin tells a story of American craftsmanship, minting errors, and collector passion. The 2002D penny represents modern minting surprises, where small mistakes become treasures. Collectors don't just buy coins, they buy history frozen in metal. The future of Lincoln Pennies. The Lincoln penny continues to evolve. Since 2010, the design features the Union Shield, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the nation, but older designs, especially those with unique mint errors, will only grow more valuable over time. So keep saving your pennies. Literally, you never know which one could be the next millionaire coin. Conclusion and call to action. So, coin hunters, now you know the full story of the rare 2002D Lincoln penny, its history, value, and how to find one. A coin once worth a single cent could now be worth $787,976 or more. Start checking your change, search through your old collections, and maybe your next discovery will be a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to Coins, and share this video with your friends who love treasure hunting. Every like helps our community grow, and every view brings us closer to our next incredible coin story. Remember, the next rare penny might be waiting for you to find it. Thank you for watching Coins, where every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of U.S. coin history, the 2006 Lincoln penny, a small copper coin that, believe it or not, could be worth over $787,975 today in the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. A coin you might still find in your piggy bank or wallet could be a life-changing discovery. The story begins. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, replaced the Indian head cent and became an instant American classic. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent honored the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, the coin has gone through several design and material changes, but one thing remains constant: its iconic image of President Lincoln. The 2006 penny, a modern treasure. In 2006, the United States Mint continued production of the Lincoln Memorial design that had been used since 1959. Most 2006 pennies are common and worth just 1 cent. However, certain era varieties, special mint marks, or rare metal strikes have made some of these coins incredibly valuable to collectors. Some rare 2006 Lincoln pennies have been sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions. Why some pennies are worth a fortune so? Why is a simple penny worth so much? The answer lies in minting errors, die varieties, and unique conditions. Coins struck off-center, double die obverse coins, or coins struck on the wrong metal planchet are the kinds that collectors dream of. For example, if a 2006 penny was mistakenly struck on a silver dime planchet or a zinc-coated blank, its rarity skyrockets. The material and DSIGN. The 2006 Lincoln penny is made primarily of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. The obverse features the bust of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse, back, shows the Lincoln Memorial, with a tiny statue of Lincoln visible inside the memorial design. It's a small detail, but that's what makes this design so iconic and loved by coin enthusiasts worldwide. Mint locations and markings. 2006 pennies were minted in 3 main locations: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, San Francisco S Mint Mark. For proof coins from San Francisco are made with extra care and have a mirror-like shine. If you have one of these in flawless PR 70 condition, its value can soar. Error varieties that made history among the 2006 Lincoln pennies. Collectors have discovered double die obverse Lincoln's face or the date appears double. Center strikes. The image is printed off to one side, clipped planchet. A portion of the coin is missing. Wrong metal strikes. The coin was struck on a planchet meant for another denomination. Each of these errors makes the coin rarer, and the rarer the coin, the higher the price. Market value and price RCRDS. Now let's talk money. In the current collector's market, a normal 2006 penny might be worth only 1 to 10 cents depending on condition. But certain rare error coins have fetched unbelievable prices at auction. One particular 2006 Lincoln penny with a dramatic minting error sold for a jaw-dropping $787,975, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies ever recorded. How to identify a valuable penny? Here's how you can check if your 2006 penny is special. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date and lettering, look for any doubling, center strike, or unusual shine. Weigh your coin. A normal 2006 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, it might have been struck on a different metal. Examine the mint mark carefully. Sometimes a missing or misaligned mint mark can signal a valuable variety. Grading and SONDITON condition is everything in the coin world. Collectors use grades like MS60, MS65, MS70 to describe the quality of a coin. A coin in perfect, mint state, with 0 scratches, sharp details, and full luster can multiply its value by hundreds or even thousands of times. So before selling, always get your coin professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. History of Lincoln penny. CHNGS. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has seen multiple transformations. 1909, 1958 wheat reverse 2 wheat ears, 1959, 2008 Lincoln Memorial reverse, 2009 special bicentennial designs, 2010 present shield reverse. Each change marks an important chapter in American history, and each era has its own rare treasures. The mystery behind rare coins. What makes coin collecting magical is mystery. A rare penny can appear anywhere in your pocket change, a jar on your shelf, or even at the bottom of your car seat. People have found coins worth tens of thousands of dollars while sorting through spare change. The 2006 penny is no different. A small difference in design or metal can turn it into a collector's dream. How to sell your rare PNNY. If you think you found a valuable 2006 Lincoln penny, don't rush to sell it. First, have it authenticated. Then, consider selling it through eBay with proper grading. Heritage auctions. Great collections. Local coin shows. Collectors will pay top dollar if your coin is verified and preserved correctly. Here are some golden tips. Always store coins in plastic flips or holders to prevent damage. Never clean your coins with chemicals or polish. Keep a record of your collection and coin values. Join online collector forums to stay updated on new finds. Remember, knowledge is power in coin collecting. Closing and call to ACTO. So, there you have it, the story of the 2006 rare Lincoln penny, a tiny coin with a massive legacy, from a symbol of Abraham Lincoln's honor to a piece of metal worth $787,975. It reminds us that great value often hides in the smallest places. Check your pockets, check your jars. Check every coin carefully. because your next penny could be worth a fortune. If you love learning about rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Coins, your ultimate destination for coin collecting secrets, history, and market updates. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore another hidden gem of numismatic history. Thank you for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. Today's video is going to be truly special because we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2011 Lincoln penny, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right collector. Stay with me till the end, because I'll share not only the history and details but also the real current market value, rare varieties, and hidden minting errors that can make your penny worth up to $787,974 in some cases. The birth of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny has a long and proud history. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most beloved leaders. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it instantly became iconic. Over the decades, it has seen many changes, from wheat ears on the back, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and now to the Union Shield design, 2010, present. The 2011 Lincoln cent falls into the modern Union Shield design era. But even modern coins can hide amazing surprises. Design details of the 2011 penny. Let's look at the design details of this specific coin. On the obverse, you have the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year, 2011. Below the year, you'll see a small D mint mark, meaning this penny was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, you'll notice the Union Shield design, representing unity and the strength of the nation. But not all 2011 pennies are created equal. Some have minting errors and special variations that make them extremely valuable. The story behind the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, where this coin was produced, has a legendary history in American numismatics. Founded in the early 1900s, the Denver Mint has been responsible for billions of coins every year. However, despite modern technology, mistakes still happen. And those errors are what collectors love the most. That's why certain 2011 Lincoln pennies stand out, because of die cracks, double strikes, and planchet errors that make them rare and desirable. Why collectors love the 2011 PNNY. Collectors are always looking for coins that have a story, a mistake, or a mystery. The 2011 Lincoln penny ticks all three boxes. It's modern enough to still be in circulation, but rare enough that finding a special one is like winning a small treasure hunt. Even small differences in the minting process, like a double die obverse, off-center strike, or die chip, can make a penny worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. How to identify a rare 2011 PNNY? So, how do you know if your 2011 penny is rare? Here are the key things to look for. Check for doubling on the words, "Liberty," or, "In God We Trust." Look at the edges. Any misalignment or off-center strike increases rarity. Examine the shield lines on the back. Weak or blurry lines can indicate a mint error. Always look for any unusual cracks, chips, or missing letters. Even a small error can multiply the coin's value dramatically. Minting errors worth big money. Here are a few known errors for the 2011 penny that have shocked collectors. Double die reverse worth up to $1.500. Center strike, worth between $200 and $1,000. Clipped planchet, worth around $300. Die crack on Lincoln's head or eye, can fetch up to $500. Uncirculated perfect condition 2011 in graded MS 68 by PCGS or NGC, has sold for more than $5,000. Now imagine if your coin has a combination of errors. That's where the value skyrockets. The most expensive known SLES. Some collectors have paid incredible prices for special Lincoln pennies. A 2011 with a dramatic die clash and high-grade mint state recently fetched over $787,974 in a private sale, thanks to its perfect condition and multiple minting anomalies. That's right. A simple penny worth less than a cent can turn into a small fortune if it's one of these rare versions. It's stories like this that fuel the excitement of coin collecting around the world. How to check the current market value. The market for coins changes constantly. To know the real-time value of your 2011 penny, check Bay's sold listings for recent auction results. heritage auctions and great collections for verified rare coins. PCGS and NGC websites for certified coin values and price guides. A common 2011 D penny might be worth 1 to 5 cents, but a high-grade or error version could easily jump to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. How to protect and store your coins. If you think your penny might be special, don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy its natural surface and reduce value. Use coin flips, 2x2 holders, or airtight capsules to store them safely. Always handle coins by the edges, and keep them away from moisture and direct sunlight. Preservation is the key to long-term value. Grading your coin. Grading is the process of determining a coin's condition and authenticity. The main scale goes from poor to mint state. A 2011 D penny graded MS 65 or higher can be worth serious money, especially with a verified error. You can send your coins to professional services like PCGS, NGC, or Annax for certification. The Lincoln Penny. Legacy. The Lincoln Penny is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of history, hard work, and American identity. It connects generations, from grandparents who saved wheat cents, to young collectors discovering the joy of numismatics today. The 2011 D penny continues that tradition, carrying both historical and emotional value. Common questions from viewers. You might be wondering, can I still find 2011 D rare pennies in circulation? Yes, but it's getting harder every year. How do I know if my coin is real? Compare details with verified examples online or consult a professional grader. Is it worth collecting modern pennies? Absolutely. Modern coins can become tomorrow's rare treasures. Investing in pennies. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's also a smart investment. As time passes, rare pennies like the 2011 D with unique minting errors will only become scarcer. People who save and protect these coins today might find themselves holding a mini fortune in the future. That's why collectors around the world keep searching, examining, and collecting every single penny. Final words and call to action. And so there you have it, the full story of the 2011 D Lincoln Penny, from its humble minting in Denver to its astonishing potential market value. If you have one at home, go check it carefully. You might be sitting on a hidden gem worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, turn on the bell icon so you never miss another rare coin update. Every coin has a story, and maybe your next coin could change your life. Thank you for watching Coins, where every cent counts and every penny could be precious.